Hey brother, Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach here. Hope you're having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about a very concrete factor that we often don't think about when we're in a long-term relationship or marriage. And if you're experiencing challenges with communication, conflict, you're always having the same arguments with your wife or partner, you just feel like you can't get into a fluid zone together for an extended period of time, you'll want to check this out. So, a lot of times in the beginning of a relationship, we're just, hooked into the chemistry and the connection. And then things settle and then the hard work begins. And maybe in time we move into long-term commitment. Maybe you've moved into marriage, and then obviously so many other responsibilities take over. Sharing a home, all the logistics, if you have kids, and then at a certain point, it's like, where did that person go that I fell in love with? Where I'm just not feeling the love anymore. And often there's two things that are happening: that your partner's pulling away, they're not willing to have the hard conversations, they're conflict avoidant, you may even feel like you have to walk on eggshells. There may be some stonewalling that goes on, which is just a sense of not being willing to deal with the hard stuff. Okay, so that's on the avoidance side. And on the other side, they may be needy, complaining a lot, kind of in your energy intensely, and that's more on the anxious side. So when you look at both sides of the equation and how your partner is responding to you, there's this huge factor that we often don't think about, and I have not seen her talked a lot. And that is simply that when you're in relationship with a partner or a wife, you're not only in relationship with a person, with a heart, with a mind, you're in relationship with a nervous system. Okay, so think about that for a second. What do I mean when I say a nervous system? By a nervous system, I mean a part of her that is constantly tracking whether she is safe or not. Okay, that's the primary job of our nervous system. A lot of times as guys, we're not as plugged into our nervous system relative to the fact that we're often, and again, this is a generalization, so you decide if this is true for you, but we're often in our head, how to get things done, how to make things better, how to fix things, how to improve the dynamic, but we're not actually connected often, again, and you decide if this is true for you, to our actual sense of safety or not feeling safe. We might feel fear, we might feel anger, and if we go underneath those emotions, and it can be vulnerable for us as guys, because a lot of times we think we're supposed to hold it together, we're supposed to be, strong. So to admit that you're feeling unsafe in your nervous system can feel really vulnerable and like something you just don't want to do. So on the equation of her side of things, her nervous system is constantly tracking whether she's safe or not. And just by the very fact that women are raised with more access to their emotions in our culture, they have more of an understanding of when they're safe or not. Whether they're conscious of it, they feel it. Okay, so no guy can deny that women are generally more in touch with their feelings. And so if she's feeling some fear or anger, her nervous system is flared up and it's kicking into that I just want to retreat, that avoidant place, or into that I just want to be loved and you don't love me enough, that anxious place. So notice, you're not just in relationship with a person, you're in relationship with a nervous system. And if that nervous system overwhelms the hell out of your nervous system all the time, because she's disappearing and you feel like you're in relationship with a ghost, or she's so just on top of you about how you're not enough for her, that has an impact on your nervous system. So at the end of the day, a marriage or relationship is two nervous systems trying to negotiate to get to a place of safety, trust, and well-being. Okay, so now that's the problem, brother. So what's the solution? The solution is to understand your emotions, what fear is trying to tell you, what anger is trying to tell you. Fear is typically about safety. Anger is about protecting yourself. And that's your nervous system talking to you. And as you tune into your nervous system, you'll be able to tune into hers. And so if she's avoidant and pulling away, your job is to see how you can make her safe to engage in hard conversations. That means usually just taking a baby step. Instead of trying to address a giant dynamic between you that's been going on for 10 years, just speak about a specific incident and say, hey, I realize you pulled away there. Is there a way that I can make it safer for you to engage? And on the anxious side, if she's just on top of you all the time, her job is to learn to self-regulate and not regulate off of you, meaning you're not the only one that makes her safe. So you might just ask her, listen, when you're upset, can you just take a few breaths and pause and try to reconnect to yourself? So this whole understanding that you're not just in a relationship with a woman, but you're in a relationship with a nervous system will pay off huge dividends in terms of understanding how to navigate challenges, conflicts, and ways in which you and your partner or wife have lost access to that sweet spot, which was what brought you together in the first place. So I hope this was helpful, brother. If it was, please check out links to my work below and have a kick-ass day. Bye.